Need some convincing to set sail on your first cruise?
Well, if you really need some convincing, we are the Top 10 Tour, and we have the top 10 reasons why you should go on your first cruise.
Roll the intro.
The number 10 reason on why you should go on your very first cruise, you only have to pack one time. Between all the different ports you're going to, you pack once.
Just once, and it's usually something tropical, so less space in your suitcase, and just once, you're one and done, ready to go.
Yeah, you get in that room, and you put all your stuff inside of it, and once you're in that room, the ship takes care of the rest. Like we said, you get to go in between all the different ports. It's a big old adventure that once you're on the boat, the packing, everything's in there, you have everything you need, you're done.
And if you need some tips on what to bring on your cruise,
we have a little video, our last video, the top 10 things that you want to make sure, the must-haves that you bring on your cruise. We have all the different essentials. Make sure you check them out in the description below in that last video where we make sure we got you all covered. And speaking of merch, we do have our Top 10 Tour merch as well. I want to give a quick shout out to that. If you go to the link in the bio here in the description of the video or the top10tour.com, we have awesome t-shirts, we have sweatshirts, we have water bottles, we have all the stuff that you could possibly need overall or on your first cruise.
some pretty cool stuff, so make sure you check out the link below. And number 9 on our list is all the culinary delights that are on the cruise ship itself. A variety of different foods from different cultures, and pretty much most of them are already included in your fare.
Yeah, we were really surprised when we looked at the list of all the different stuff that is included, not included in our cruise. The included ones on the cruise that we're going on is this amazing Blue Iguana Cantina that has these delicious tacos that we're so craving. Shaq's Chicken, which just, I mean, first of all, Shaq does nothing wrong. So if you're going to enjoy Shaq's Chicken, that's one that's included on our cruise.
Guy Fieri's burgers.
The Guy Fieri burger joint, a couple different Guy Fieri spots. We're going down the list, and I had to like triple check. It says included. And I'm like, no way. But even with some stuff that isn't included, is still delightful. Like, we absolutely booked some teppanyaki, which I know Jocelyn was really
excited for it.
But there's just so many options. Like we every time we watch the cruise videos that we see from other folks about their cruise, because this is our first one, we go, how the heck do they fit all of that on one ship? I mean, there are just a million options, and like Jocelyn said, there is just so much that's included. But you know, like we are gonna do like 1 or 2 meals, you can splurge a little.
Yeah, a lot of options for the most picky of eaters and for just about anyone.
She's the picky one. But regardless, there are amazing options, and the Culinary Delights, especially because we've been a little strict on our diet leading up to it to prepare for it, get ready to put on like 10 pounds.
Yeah.
And number 8 on the list, this is kind of an obvious one because you're booking a cruise. Breathtaking scenery. I mean, up alongside the side of the ship, and this is one of the reasons why, like, maybe we're going to regret not doing a balcony room, but at the same time, we're never going to be in the room. But regardless of where you are on the ship, when you're getting off the ship for the excursions, or you're just enjoying really any part of the cruise, they're not going to do cruises in the areas that are not beautiful.
Yeah, they're not scenic enough. But and then just being on the ship itself, we've been to a couple places where like it's a port city and you just see these majestic ships, and just the ship itself is a great view.
Yeah, it's a great view. I mean, like I said, the places that it's going are just incredible and immaculate. Like, these are the amazing sights of the world that the cruise is going to take you through. So there might be even some when you're sleeping that you're missing out on, but you're going to get the best ones obviously when you're awake. But the scenery, absolutely a reason to go on a cruise.
And number 7 on our list on why you should go on a cruise is the variety of activities. I don't know for you guys, but for us, a lot of the thing of like the stress of planning a trip is choosing what to do or trying to plan like what activities to do when. But when you go on a cruise, they sort of already have it planned out for you, and you sort of pick and choose of what activities you want to do.
Yeah, and there's like a lot of stuff that's kind of already included just for everyone to kind of take in, but everyone talks about, if you don't know, you've never heard the word excursion, it's essentially when you go into the port. Like for us, we're going into 3 different ports, and in all of your ports, you have options to do these excursions, these added on activities when you go off of the boat. A lot of people, like we kind of started to do when we were booking our excursions, is we said, oh, we're just going to go in the ports and just enjoy it. Well, now, as of this video, on the 15th of April, we've now booked 2 excursions. So there's only one port where we're not doing an excursion. as an example, in Amber Cove, which is the Dominican Republic, we're going to Monkey Land, which, I mean, come on. It's monkeys. You get to play with monkeys. So excited for that. You get to go to some waterfalls. And then in Nassau, in the Bahamas, we just booked this one because this was going to be, we were going to do just Monkey Land, but our second excursion, Beach Club Day, authentic Bahama lunch, and playing with baby pigs in the water. Yeah. I mean, come on. So there's a million activities. If you are of the ilk that is looking to save some money, you don't have to do excursions. We were almost leading to do almost no excursions. Just go to the ports and enjoy it. Get the cruise experience without being like kind of overwhelmed with, oh, we got this plan. But now that we're becoming more of experts without even taking a cruise, we're now understanding that I think we'll be able to take in the excursions even though we're still kind of fresh to the experience.
Yeah, and even when you're not on port and the sea days, the ship itself has tons of activities for the family, some that you don't even pay for if you're trying to like save some money, but definitely a lot of activities for you guys to enjoy on the ship and off the ship.
Yeah, this is one of the spots that I'll mention. Probably do like at least a 6 or 7 day cruise. I think if you do the 4 or 5 day cruises, it's going to feel too short. You don't have many of the sea days. You don't have enough time for excursions. So if you can afford it and you have the time to do it, definitely do a longer cruise.
Yeah.
Number 6 on our list of the reasons why you should book your first cruise like we have, entertainment galore. No shortage of stuff to do on any ship.
Definitely lots of music, activities, so much things to do on the ship itself.
Yeah, theme nights, game shows, comedy shows, there's gambling, and by the way, with theme nights, if you have like a 6 or 7 day cruise like we do, there's 80s night, there's a whiteout party. Almost every cruise is probably going to have some sort of elegant night. The game shows, I mean, I'll say, we're going on the Carnival Celebration, and this thing is absolutely massive. And it's got whole-on sets and giant stages. They do Family Feud, Deal or No Deal, Love and Marriage. I already mentioned the comedy shows in the Comedy Club. I think our ship has at least one, if not multiple, comedy clubs, and then all of the gambling. Yeah. If you find a way to be bored on a cruise, you're doing something wrong. You need to get out of your room unless you have seasickness or something, because there is so much to do.
And a lot of other like family-friendly activities. I think ours has like mini golf. There's also like
roller
circus,
coaster.
Yeah, circus performances as well. So tons of things to do on the ship itself.
Yeah, so much entertainment. So take it all in.
And moving on to number 5 on our list are all the social gathering opportunities. We mentioned all the activities you can do, but within these activities, it's all the socializing options.
Yeah, there's just a lot of camaraderie kind of on every cruise. Like they have like the launch party, if you will. Like when the cruise sets sail, the set sail party, like that immediately from the get-go is like asking you to interact with not only the crew, but also all of your different shipmates, if you will. And this is a good opportunity, if you missed it in our last video talking about the must-haves, is joining one of those Facebook groups. That right there is a Facebook group designed just for your cruise. If you just search your cruise line, the ship you're going on, and the date, there's likely a Facebook group designed just for that cruise. Just like with ours, we already have a group of couples friends that we're going to go hang out with, that we booked teppanyaki with, that we're going to go on different adventures with on the port. So the cruises design these activities and design all of these events to really promote social gathering and family atmosphere and excitement in that sense. So that's a really great thing about cruises. Number 4 on our top 10 reasons why you should book your first cruise like we have, instead of just booking one trip to one place or one trip to another, you get to book one trip but multiple destinations. For us, we're going to Grand Turk, we're going to Amber Cove in the DR, we're going to Nassau in the Bahamas. Why limit yourself? You get to have one cruise that gets to go to all these different places.
Yeah, and you get to immerse yourself into different cultures and the food, the scenes. I personally never been on that side of the world, so I'm so excited to go and see all these different cultures and honestly taste all the food.
Yes, all the food's gonna be good. Like all the different locations, like there's just no shortage of opportunities for you to kind of expand your horizons versus just, you know, one trip to one little place. You get to go to all these different places with just one vacation booking. Number 3 on our top 10 reasons why you should book your first cruise, all of the memorable experiences. If you've done the amount of research like we have about a cruise, there is just no shortage of opportunities to just make it a memorable one.
Everyone that we've spoken to who have gone on a cruise, they always mention all the memories they made, all the people they met that to this day they still talk to. So that's one of the things that we're looking most forward to, of like all the experiences that are to be had.
Yeah, we mentioned the activities, we mentioned all the food, we mentioned all the different ports that you get to go to, all the different opportunities to make these experiences. It's literally impossible. Like if you go a week long like we're going, all the different places and all the different interactions you're gonna have, you're gonna make some great memories. And because of that like functionality and just the way that they design it, it literally creates perfect opportunity to create those memories.
And number 2 on our list on why you should take your first cruise is the stress-free planning that comes with it. Like I mentioned previously, one of our most stressful parts of planning on going on trips and planning trips is sort of deciding on what activities to do, where we're going to go, where we're going to meet. So doing a cruise is just sort of it's all laid out for you.
Yeah, and because this is your first cruise like it is for us, you're probably booking far in advance, and so that in itself kind of takes a lot of stress out of planning, unlike any other trip that you might be doing. And also the app, if you're taking a Carnival cruise like we are, and I'm sure other cruise lines have this too, but we're currently experienced with Carnival, is in the app. It's a one-stop shop. It helps you book your excursions, it helps you book your dining, it helps you book basically everything you need to know, so you're really well versed in your trip before you even jump on the ship. And so those are really great things especially about Carnival. There's also just a lot of it done in advance. All the things that I mentioned, you're having that done, so you don't really have to worry about that. And maybe by the way, the other thing you might be doing in the app is maybe booking your drink package. We are curious. We are not booking our drink package, so if you are booking your drink package or debating it, let us know in the comments. We definitely would like to know that. But yeah, it's just a really stress-free environment. You're going in with a lot of it planned, and so that just kind of makes it just an easy trip, like overall. And before we get to our number 1 reason of the top 10 reasons why you should book your first cruise, be sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel so you can watch all of our past and future videos, and hit the little bell so you can stay notified for all of our videos here on the Top 10 Tour. And the number 1 reason on the top 10 reasons why you should book your first cruise, drum roll, well, most of the stuff that we have mentioned in this video, it's included. It's an all-inclusive experience on a cruise.
With traveling outside of cruises, a lot of unexpected expenses come up. And with a cruise, you can sort of already budget for it and go there and enjoy and not have to worry about any unexpected expenses.
Yeah, now a couple caveats. It can get a little tricky. It can kind of sneak up on you a bit. The drink package, which we're not getting, that can really add up. Ours is $60 a day per person, and everyone inside the cabin over 21. If one person does it, everyone else in the cabin has to do it, so that can get kind of tricky. Excursions can kind of add up. We're gonna err on the side of caution with it being our first cruise, and for you guys being your first cruise, book through the cruise line. There's just too many headaches involved. They have to wait for you if you're booking an excursion on through the ship, so make sure you do that. There's just a lot of other kind of tricky stuff. Like I said, some of the specialty dining can kind of add up, but if you're really careful and you kind of are just very particular about what you're spending on, it's really affordable, and a lot of the stuff that you may not think is included is included. So an all-inclusive experience, a very big reason why you should book your first cruise.
Well, that does it for this week's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and make sure to give this video a like, and if you made it all the way through the end of this video, comment a little cruise ship down below.
And also tell us where you're going. We're super curious. We're going to the Caribbean on Carnival. We're so excited. And if you're watching this, by the way, after May 2024, we probably have a whole bunch of different content on our channel from that cruise. So we're excited. We know you're excited. And for the Top 10 Tour, we say from both of us, enjoy your first cruise.